working stuff. Okay, chalo.
सर
Uh,
सर
yes.
क्या इसकी रिकॉर्डिंग मिल सकती है हमें बाद में?
हाँ, मैं कोड वो भूल गया ना मैं. मैम, कैन वी गेट अ रिकॉर्डिंग फॉर reference? HR ma'am. Okay, ma'am is not replying, so I will ask her later on. Just remind me. I will send you the yesterday's code also. Okay.
ओके सर.
Yes. So, uh, we have all these things we have done. So let's just start with a fresh folder. So now we have something known as Node.js. Okay. So right click and open with code. Shiv, how do you do is you go back and then click over here and then open with code. This is one way to do it. The other way is if you're already in the folder, just right click anywhere and click on open with code.
ओके सर.
Yeah. So let's
Yeah,
start
sir.
with our. Uh, Let me open up Paint. Okay. Sure. So in your node, you have your client and then you have your server. So this is your client. Mm, So this is your client and this is your server. So what happens here is your server can be anything, as I told you guys. So we are currently developing in Node.js. Then you have servers in Python, that is Django. Okay, and there are many more like Ruby on Rails and all. So these are your some servers. So this is one thing. Okay, so now you create a server using Node.js, and then whenever client wants, he will do a request. So a client does a home request. So your home looks like this, a slash. Server will send a response. So with the response, it will send the index.html page. So index.html page or whatever it is required. So now, right now we just did for a slash. For some things we want like an image, the server will send. So under the hood, this we know that only a request is sent and then and page is being returned. But actually, this is not what happens. What happens is you also do a lots of processing on the server. Like you want to know, okay, who asked for this page? The person who asked for this page, how many times has he visited the page, like that and all. So these are some things that are required, especially by like companies like YouTube and Google. They need to know all this. We have all these privacy concern things like uh, what do we say? Like your data, your private data, which should not be shared and all. So, well, this data is kept under the hood. It might be protected, it may be misused, and anything. So, you always want to visit a trusted server. That's why this server part is very important. Now, apart from this, server also handles many things. Like if you do a video calling, it needs to send data continuously. Like a frame is being made on the server's client side, then this frame has to go to the server. Then there will be another client over here. So this is our second client. Okay, and then the data from the data should be on. Let's use a brush. This pencil is very thin now. How is this? Okay, this is good. So okay, let's make it small too. I guess this is good. Yeah. Color should be dark. Something darker. Okay, we need to increase this cursor. Okay, so data from one client has to go to the server. Okay, and then from this server it has to go to the client. It cannot go directly from client to client. Na? We will have to create a server anyhow. No, any for any request. Then in video calling, the data needs to be sent back to the server, like what client is saying. Then this with audio and video both. So this is read write at the same time. This is known as a duplex connection. So there are many things that happen on a server. Well, for now, we need to know what does server do. So, well, with this, we will be starting our first server. So, we create a new file over here, node. Let's name it server.js. Okay. So, this is your entry point, and we will just console log this. Hey, this is the entry point. Uh, I am supposing this is visible to you guys. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So for development purposes, we use something known as localhost. Now, if I go ahead and start my server, okay. So how do we create a server? For server, you need to have your HTTP object. So HTTP equals to require HTTP. So this is a built-in module by Node.js. It is used to create server. So this is, and then we can just say http dot create server, and then this takes in two objects, request and response. From now on I will be ramping up my speed, so I, if you don't understand or if you guys feel that I'm very fast, so please let me know, because there's so much to cover and we have very less time. Okay.
No, sir.
So
Everything is.
okay. No, no. I used to show
Sir,
you guys what happens under the hood. Then why do we do this thing like this? Why this like this? That all I guess I will have to either skip or just show you guys in short. That's why. Okay.
sir,
So sorry.
you have created a normal folder or create a React app, sir.
No, no. This is a normal folder. Uh,
Okay.
Muzammil, what you do with React app is you guys just go and type npx create React app.
Yeah, yeah.
We
I did
don't do that.
sometimes.
Yeah, that is like something beginner only. Learn to
Yeah,
make React app without npx. That setup is very nice. Once you learn it, you can make your own custom setup for you. For that npx create React app, na, it comes with a lots of boiler code which you don't need actually.
but
So
it doesn't
try and
consider.
do that. Okay. What considering?
But it doesn't consider in one stack if you don't use the React.
Yeah, yeah. We are going to use React, but in future. So right now we are
Okay,
just
sir.
doing
Okay.
Node.js. Okay.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Yeah. Your main
Thanks,
project,
sir.
you have the option to make it in Mun stack if you want. That is your React and all. But there are
Okay.
some drawbacks of using direct React also. Uh,
Okay.
I wouldn't recommend it. Okay. So
Okay,
let's
sir. Thanks,
just
sir.
try. Yeah. Let's just see it. Okay. So this is the entry point. Okay, yes, we now need to assign it to a variable. So your const server equals to, okay, and then you need to do dot server dot listen, and then you have to listen on a port. Okay, so this port number, I will be explaining you what this is and why do we use this. Okay, and then this is your local host, and it takes an anonymous function, and then it uh, works like this. So we will say listening currently on port 3000. So now if I run this, so you guys can see it says listening currently on port 3000, and this is also an asynchronous function. So this console.log, hey, this is the entry point got logged out first, and this was over here. Okay. So for now, let's see what is localhost and 3000. If I open up Google or something, so this is your google.com. So this is the domain naming system, that is DNS, and it gives you a name. But actually, Google must be having some IP address. So there is one that is 8.8.8, and then this is an IP address. So IP address is a set of numbers. It can range from 0.0.0.0 to I guess it goes to 197.168.168 or something like that. But for you, when you're developing, you have your local host. So your IP address, this is your DNS name. It is given to you by default, and the IP address for you is 127.0.0.1. So this is your IP address, and then I go to port. So port is that open part from where a PC or data can be accessed. So currently we have an open port which is 3000. So 3000 is our port. If somebody connects to this port now, he or she will be able to access the server. Well, now if we go to localhost, okay, let me just press enter. Okay, so this is localhost 3000. We should get yeah, you see this request made over here. Okay, let me just plug in my laptop into charger battery. So this says now request made. So anytime I go back over here, see there is one more request made. If I go back again, there is one more request made. So there are total of 5 requests. Well, currently we don't have any way to stop the server, so we will just do Control C and stop our server. And let me just clear this. Okay. Well, we get this request made, but we also have these two objects, request and response. So REQ and RES. If you want to understand it better, you guys can just use. But for the simplicity sake, we use request and response. And now if you console log request, okay. So now you guys be seeing, okay. So now we are listening on a port, and then if I refresh over here, let's see. Okay, so now we have this over here. So this is your request. So this contains lots of stuff. So let's look for some that we will be using. So listening on a reference to incoming message, object mode, and all, high watermark. So there are so many things over here. Events count 8. And wait a minute. So we have pending, then there is server HTTP, hello, half open. Yes, these are some things which are used to make a secure server. So keep alive timeout. How much time can a page be holding back? So if there are many pages making a request, and then there is some page who takes more than 5,000 milliseconds to make a request, then the request will expire. So that is your 5,000 milliseconds. This is in, so that's 5 seconds, I guess, or 50 seconds maybe. And then this is your connection key. So this is your local host, and then your port number. And then we have max listeners. This are generally, this is your server, and then I guess this is also server. But did it? Okay, this is something underscore server. I have not logged it many times, so I don't have no idea. Yes, so this is server dot on. We have this server dot on, then we have add listener. Okay, so did we use the add listener right now? No, we just use the listen object. So well, on this on and all, there's many things. Well, but we have something known as methods. So let me just find this now. Yes, so okay, okay, I'm not supposed to show you guys this for now. This is something complicated stuff. So okay, so this is how you make your server, and currently we are listening on our servers. Okay, so I just showed you local host and port numbers and all. Chalo, that is fine. What else do I need to show you for the day? Okay, we are also doing request and responses. So let's just remove this for now. Okay, I don't want to type in a lot. And then we have request dot method, I'm supposing. So this is your request object, and we just console logged it. So is there something known as request dot method? Mm, okay, request dot method is not an object, and is it a function then? Okay, we just changed this also. So mm, let's go back to our local host, and let me just see about this. Yes, so we just made a request again. Let me just close all the useless stuff. So this is not needed, this is needed. Okay, request dot method is not a function. Sure, that is something good. Okay, well, we do have some things over here, so I guess this should work. Request dot url. Okay, we also uh, so now if I refresh this, we should get a slash. Yeah, so this is your url. So we have a slash over here. So this is your slash, and then if I go to somewhere another page, so let's say about, and if I go and check over here, we have about. Why? And my 3000 is actually broken, so you will see this service worker. I actually injected it inside it. I thought it would be helpful, but it actually has destroyed my port 3000. So let's just do other port. You can use any port number as long as no other application is using the same port. So if Google Chrome is using 3000, that will cause some issues. So let's just stop this for now. Okay, and yeah, I am supposing we should be listening on port 4000 now. Yes, so this won't show you guys service workers and all. Okay, well, for working ahead now, we will be requiring the file system. Now if we see the network tab, it is empty. We want headers and all to be set over here, and we also want to send some data for people to see. So for that, we will be requiring the file system equals to require fs. Well, uh, for now, we don't need to do this. For file system, we will just create a new folder so that views. Okay, no, this is not a folder. This is a file. By delete it. Okay, so let's just create a. Why am I doing this to myself? Yes, view, and then this will be a folder name, and then we will have an index.js. Let's just keep it HTML for now. Okay, so this is your file, and then I will be just typing this in. So this is your basic template. Don't be worried. You guys can just type it out. I will send you guys. Okay, so we will have an h1 tag. Say, hey, this is the home page. So I guess this should work if I open it with a live server. Okay, so this works. Okay, so now, well, we will be using file system to access this. So let me just stop the server and clear the console and remove this. And okay, well, now we need to set headers. So these headers are used to say to the browser, okay, look, this is a content type. So let's just say content and then type, and then the type of content. So we are sending you a text and HTML type content, and then we will write a response. So what is in the content? So this will say response.write, and then inside this we will just use our p tag and the hello guys, and then close this tag. So we usually don't want to do this unless very necessary, but I'm just showing you guys how to do it if you don't have any index.html page. So now let's just say what will the second line. This comes from the server. Okay. So there are many things that are coming over here. Data XML page. What is this? Where did this come from? Hmm. Okay, failed to the okay. We need to start our server again. So now if we see this, it should work. Yes. So we have this, and then if you can see over here, we have your content type. It is text and HTML, and then request method is get. Status code is 200, which means that page is returned properly, and then about. But for now, if we go to any page, so it we are getting the same stuff. So this is your hello guys. This comes from the server. Well, if you see this now, it is loading. You don't want this because uh, now if you see this water model content download time caution request is not finished yet, it will run indefinitely and usually fail, and in the end it will fail only. Well, for this, and won't let you communicate back to the server, so we need to use request dot response dot end. So it tells the browser, okay, the request has finished over here. Well, so if now I refresh it, it is still loading. Okay. Why are you still loading? Please get small. Close this guy. Waterfall. Okay. Request not finished yet. Mm, okay, let's just forget about it for now. Uh, so this is how you send this. What about if you want to send an HTML file? So let's just stop this over here. We will also just stop this over here. And then we will use the FS file system. Okay. So now we will just do fs dot read file, and then we did see this yesterday, right? So this is your view slash index dot html, and then we have two objects, error and data. So if we have error, so let's just say if error, we will do console log error. Else we want to send the data. So now response dot write data, and then we also need to end it. So let's just see for now, does it work? Hello guys, this comes from the server. Okay, we need to restart the server now. I will show you a trick to restart the server automatically on every save. For now, since we are not working with dependencies, I don't think we need to do that. Okay, what happened over here? Invalid first argument. Okay, so it did show an error. What is the issue then? Dot slash view. Okay, we did not set the I just remove this for now. You guys want the code, so I'm keeping this. So we need to set the header types. So now it should work. Okay, no. What is the problem? Invalid argument type, first argument. Wait a second. Okay, so now we are, well, it does say that there's some error over here. Well, argument type https ongoing.js slash asd, no such file or directory open. Okay, not, it is not views, it is view. Okay, so now it should work. Yes, thank God it works. So now if I refresh this, look, it says, hey, this is the home page. Well, still, if you go to any page, okay, this is not supposed to be. We are working with 4000 now, so PSDF. So any page you go, it will say, hey, this is the home page. Well, now we want to know. Wait, still this loading is going on. Let's just fix it. So response dot end. For now, it should work. Okay. So not server.js, and let's just refresh this. Okay, so now it does not stay stuck on loading, and over here it says content download in 0.38 seconds. Okay, well, it queued for 3.45 milliseconds. You have to keep in mind all this because you want to know your performance of server, and it should not be slow. uh, Highest response time should be at least less than 1 or 2 seconds. Okay, well, now we have this problem that you are going to any page and it renders the same page. Well, so now we will do some basic routing. So now we have an about page .html. Okay, let's just create this page too and give it a title of about page, and then inside the body let's just say h1, hey, this page says something about me. Okay, and then we will create a 404 page also, which we'll be using later on. So let me just do this, and then you guys know what I'm doing over here, right? Because I am typing in doc. Okay, once I type in doc, and then it says embed abbreviation. So if you are also using VS Code, just by typing in doc and then pressing tab, it should come up. Okay, you don't have to type in all this. Then this should say 404 page. Okay, and we will say, hey, you seem to be lost. This is the 404 bot. Okay, so now we can't access this actually, because if you go to about.html, it should render still the same page, because we have not told it yet to show which page or which page not to show. So let's just stop our server, and let me make this a bit small. Okay, let's just keep it big so that you guys also are able to see. Well, now by default we have this path with us. So what I will do is, mm, and what we have is request.url. Well, now since we have our request.url and it tells us where we are going, so we know where we are going. So this is the about page, this was the HLK page, and then we went to ASDF and some random pages. Well, so we can check over here by itself, so which page we need to see and which page we need to send. So now we will do routing over here. I will just keep this for your reference, and then we will do routing over here. Okay, so this is important, so I'm marking it with green. Okay, now this is basic routing, and is just working thing. So now we use the let. You guys know const. You guys also know where is now outdated and we don't use it. So, and const, if you set something as const, let const something equals to 0, you can't change its value. Okay, so now since it's constant, and then if you try to console log this something, okay, I have misspelled something, and then control J this, and let's just run it. Yeah, you see it says assignment to constant variable, so you need to use another variable, that is let. And now if you try and do this same thing, it should work. So it does say 10. Okay, so that is why we will be using let. So let path equals to, and then uh, we have this view. So let me just copy this from here. Let me just call it route for now, and this will be a string. Well, now we will be seeing the switch statement. How many of you know switch statement? Come on, tell me. Shiv, Lavanya, Jitendra, Muzammil. Uh,
Yes, I know, sir.
okay, Jitendra, you are there today. Oh yeah, I did send you. What about others? How many of you are here today? Okay, we do have Lavanya, Jitendra, Muzammil, and Shiv. We did not. We don't have Lakshman, ma'am. So I need to see why she did not attend the meeting. Okay, Jitendra knows. What about others? Shiv, Muzammil, Lavanya. Muzammil, you know?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Shiv and Lavanya, do you know the switch statement?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, okay. Please mute yourself. Okay. So, Jitendra and Muzammil, help me out with the switch statement. I have not seen the switch statement in a long time. Okay, so it takes in a key, then there is this value. Okay, I remember now. Okay, so what is the key? What should I put in over here?
Condition.
Okay, so what is the condition for now?
Error.
There are
So
just three cases there, sir. Or case 1, case 2, case 3.
no. I got that. But what is our condition now? What are we checking over here? Okay, so for now we will be checking the request URL because we want to know what comes over here, and then according to that we want to render the page. So we will be doing request dot URL, and then case if there is just a slash over here, so it should do something path. So this is we are using route, and then equals to, am I doing something wrong? Yes, this will be a string. Okay, and then route equals to route plus route plus what do we have, index dot html. Okay, well, we can now shorten this using the assignment operators and all. So this should say plus equal to, and now route will be, if we go to slash, so route will be index dot html. So that will turn route into index dot html. So this should say uh, it will combine this. Okay, and then it should go to index.html. Okay, and then it will break. Well, for default we will have path. Why am I saying path? Okay. Well, path seems nice now. I don't know why did I feel like that. And by default, we need to show our 404.html. So for us now, okay. So this is your index. So now it will be 404.html. Let's just see if it works now. Well, now we need this block. So I'm just copying and pasting it over here. Okay, let's just and this, and then we will just put in our route. So this is your route, and then response dot write data. So well, I'm supposing this also works. This is what happens when you use frameworks a lot. So now I'm using Express framework, so I don't have to type in all this. Well, let's just create many different routes too. So we have one about route, so let's just keep it that way. And if we get about, we want to send in about.html. Okay. So now if we have this route, well, now going to the hmm, now if we start our server, let's just see.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
So I have now in the class 7 o'clock. One class is there. So can I go?
Yeah, you can leave. If you can wait for 2 minutes, I am also finished with my lecture. This is all I have to show for the day.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay, so now, okay, we are using this. So you see, hey, this page says something about me. And then if you go, then this is the home page. And if you put anything randomly over here, hey, you seem to be lost. And this is the 404 bot. Okay, and you guys can see the response over here. So that is all for the day. So we did learn about routing, the request object, and tomorrow we will learn about redirects. Since Jitendra has to leave for now, so I could have shown you guys redirect. Okay, let me just show you redirect for. Okay, uh, so now let's just say I had a page that says about me. So now this page should was present, and then we made changes to it, and I thought I want to keep it about. So now if I go to about me, it will give me that I am a 404 bot, I am lost. Okay, so we can just add a case about me, and then we said route plus equals to about dot html. Okay, and since we have not done status code, okay, we will do that tomorrow, but this is how we work with over here. Okay, so let's just say okay, we will talk about that tomorrow. Okay, chalo. If you guys have any doubts, you guys can ask me, and I will make sure that I share today's code and yesterday's code with you guys. Those two codes were important. Okay, so that's it for the day. I'm sorry for being late. I had to show you guys redirects and status codes, but my bad. We will do that tomorrow. No issues with that.
No
Tomorrow we
problem,
will be
sir. No
learning
problem.
about network package manager. Okay, so I will just squeeze that in. Okay, chalo. Bye. Have a nice day. Stay safe.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Happy weekend day, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Hello.
Hello, हाँ.